150-458-3401, the people versus Ronald Chapman. Defendant is charged with operating while visibly impaired, and today is the date adjourned, the date for review.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tanisha Ward for PA 745, appearing on behalf of Ronald Chapman, who is to my left. Mr. Chapman, please state your full name for the record.
Ronald Chapman.
Your Honor, we are requesting a continuation of probation.
No, let's go from yesterday. Don't try to come in here with that. The reason he here is because I said, say it in my face. Y'all remember that? Yes. Oh, remember? Oh, do you? Because you was just over there talking smack too before she came in here.
I said, what did I say? Smart too. That's what I said. I apologize for yesterday. There's a lot going on with me. My best friend just got killed. I'm tired of trying to get ways to work and everything. I need my license back. Try to depend on people. It's some pressures, and I don't want to go back to drugs or alcohol. I want to do it the right way. I like the way I feel without using drugs or alcohol.
I'm sorry for your loss. Did I have anything to do with that?
Not at all. That's why I got to thank you before I speak. Let my emotions do the best of me.
You did, and it almost got you locked up.
I truly believe that.
You should.
Yeah.
On everything that I know. That's why you're in person.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I was wanting you to come with that same energy you had yesterday on Zoom. See, I know on Zoom you all feel real comfortable. Real comfortable. But when I get up in the morning, put on my clothes, I'm doing what I do in the morning, which is putting myself in a great mood. Yes. I talk to somebody in the morning, every morning. And I get myself in my good mood and my great mood and then I come in here, then I put on this robe, I put on my pearls, try to, make it even more. And then here y'all come, as if I've done you something. Here you come, as if I was the one to pour the alcohol down your throat back in 2015. Here you come, as if I was the one that stopped you, pulled you over, treated you bad, roughhoused you, took you out the car, as if I was the one to arrest you, as if I was the one to issue the warrant, as if I was the one that was the cause for the issues that you have. Here you all come, as if I was the one. And all I did was be a little big mouth black girl from the east side wanting to come on the bench and do some good because I knew it was important for people like me to be on here. And then here you come, going off on me as if I did you both, as if I'm the reason for the current situation that you find yourself in. Instead of coming here saying, she might have helped me. I'm tired of catching a bus. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of facing the consequences of my own actions. And maybe she could help me. But as much as I try not to, I match energy. I try not to match energy, but I don't know what happens when I just match energy. Like energy comes to me, then I match it. And that's because it is, and I'm trying to follow because it's a book I read every day too. And in that particular book, I really like this book. And in the particular book, it says that a soft answer turns away wrath, right? Then I'm thinking, who are they really talking to though? Like, they talking to me? When that energy comes my way, I'm not supposed to match it? Or were they talking to the one that threw that energy at me? I don't know. So since I haven't figured that out yet, I just keep on matching energy. Problem is, if I match your energy, you end up back there behind that great door. Yes. And it's unnecessary. When I saw you earlier when you came in, I said, he got dressed up to go to jail. He looked so nice for court. And they're going to take them clothes and put them in the evidence or wherever they take the clothes when you come in and put it in there and hold them for you till you get out. So don't come on me. It's not my fault. Now, for some reason, it's a good thing too. Some is working in your favor because I can't find that folder because I wrote on the folder. Yeah, I wrote on the folder. I probably slammed it over behind me or something. And so my clerk went in there and he couldn't find the folder and it's not here with the other folders from yesterday. So that's working in your favor because I can't even, I do remember that I told you, come say it in my face. I remember that. remember that much. I just don't remember what it was I wanted you to say in my face. So that's working in your favor. I don't even have his ROA or nothing. Oh, I'm not being honest. You gave the file. So this was a case from way back when. Oh, I remember. I do remember now looking at this right here. I remember that I was going through step by step the stuff he didn't do. And then I was like, prove it to me, you know, blah, blah. I'm remembering, so I'll hurry up before I remember everything. So we're gonna go ahead and reinstate this probation from 2016. I'm gonna reinstate the probation for 6 months. He's gonna go across the hall and see, he's gonna ask for Shantia Tucker. She is the supervisor. Tell them Judge Bryant sent you, and because she needs to give you a new probation officer, and then you can connect with that probation officer. All
I'm
right.
I'm still in warrant status?
No, you were in warrant status, for a long time, and now that means you're still operating with no license on a drunk driving case. So also, I believe in Hakuna Matata. I love the Lion King. Hakuna Matata, put the past in the past. Just don't come on me like that no more, Mr. Chairman. I ain't gonna do nothing to you. Okay, I accept your apology. All right, so go across the hall, room 317, and ask for Shantia Tucker.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. That must have been your good energy standing next to him. This is case number 240-457-4901, the people of the state of Michigan versus Samuel Manic, Manic. Penniman, defendant is charged with disorderly persons. Today is the date set for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Alex Hill on behalf of the people. Also present is our complainant, now victim. Ma'am, will you state your name for the record?
Good morning. My name is Robin Geiger.
All right. Today is the date set for sentencing. Based on the time that the matter was set, I did not order a pre-sentence investigation. And so therefore, is there anything on behalf of the people?
Briefly, Your Honor, to provide some context, the complainant in this matter is in a relationship with the defendant's son, and that has led to some conflict over a period of time. On the date in question, February 10th of 2024, there was actually a disagreement between the complainant and her boyfriend, and the mother came to the location and got involved, and it became physical. So despite the amendment to disorderly, we do believe that a term of probation is appropriate. We are asking the court to continue a no contact order, which we believe is in the best interest of both parties. The complainant and the child of the defendant are still in a relationship. So we just ask that both parties keep the peace, and we would leave it to the discretion of the court. But the allegation is fairly serious. The physical fight involved some jumper cables which were swung in the direction and allegedly hit Ms. Geiger. Now, I'm not sure the extent that the defendant admitted the severity of it, but we are asking the court to impose probation with anger management. And Ms. Geiger, would you like to address the court in any way?
No, not today. Thank you.
Mr. Lamb?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. So my client did plead no contest under MCL 771.1. So I believe that a probation term is appropriate. I would ask, though, that probation term be no longer than 90 days, as my client is gainfully employed, Your Honor. She has no prior misdemeanor or felony convictions. As Attorney Hill communicated, this was a matter of my client responding to her son, who was in distress, and she was trying to deal with that. My client is deeply remorseful.
Her son was in distress?
Correct. That's why she went over to the location that he was at. I would also note, Your Honor, that this conduct took place some 2 years ago. Since that time, there's been no allegations of inappropriate contact or conduct on behalf of my client. And I would just ask that you take those things into consideration when determining an appropriate sentence for my client.
Right now, everybody had an opportunity to speak. It's my turn. It's my turn. I wish my son would call me, he in distress, because him and his girlfriend having a disagreement. You know how to handle a disagreement. You first of all, just leave or walk away or do whatever you're supposed to do. But I'm not gonna come over and get involved in it. I'm not gonna come over and get involved in a disagreement with grown people. Now, if you calling me saying you in fear for your life, which you should have been calling 911, then that's something different. So tell me that her son was in distress, a grown man, and it's my turn. I gave everyone an opportunity to speak. You heard what your lawyer said, and you heard what the prosecutor said, and you had an opportunity to clarify. You chose not to. It's my turn. So telling me her son was in distress and she went over there and got into an argument with her son's girlfriend is silly to me. That's don't make sense to me. And now here we are in court because it didn't make sense. The court is going to impose the following sentence. Oh, Mr. Hill, do you agree that that the recommendation was for the delayed sentence? The people didn't have an objection to the delayed sentence.
Correct, Your Honor.
Court is going to impose a 9-month probationary period.
Nothing further. Thank you, Your Honor.
We're all set. Everyone have a great day and stay safe. This is case number 250-583-0001, People versus Tamara Joy Ford. Defendant is charged with malicious destruction of property and something dealing with a motor vehicle. Today is the day set for restitution hearing. Restitution and contempt of court hearing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Delisha Taylor Coleman, on behalf of the City of Detroit.
Good morning, Your Honor. Clarissa Grimes, P82965, from Neighborhood Defender Service, on behalf of Ms. Ford. Can you state your full name, please?
Tamara Joy Ford.
All right, let's start with the restitution hearing. Today is day set for the restitution hearing, and I believe you all have reached an agreement.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, Ms. Ford would agree to pay the medical bills, the amount of $704.39.
$704.39.
Yes, $704.39.
So the court will, I apologize, is that a proper stipulation, counsel?
Yes, that's correct.
Court will set restitution at $704.39. Ms. Fleming is going to prepare an amended order, which includes the restitution. With respect to the contempt hearing, which really, let me change my language, because it is not a contempt hearing. When the parties appeared before me at the last hearing date, it was quite contentious, and at the conclusion of the matter, when Ms. Ford was logging off my Zoom, she cursed at me. And I, on that day, held her in contempt of court. On the record, I said, she is held in contempt of court, but she hung up. So I'm changing my language with respect to a contempt hearing. The court on the record held her in contempt for cursing at me that day. So today the court is announcing its punishment for the contempt, which is why I indicated we were going to come in person for this restitution hearing. So I don't normally hold restitution hearings in person, but since Ms. Ford cursed at me, then we had to have this in person so that the court could announce its decision on the restitution, on the contempt punishment penalty. So counsel, if you wish to be heard, you could be heard as to the penalty for your client cursing at me on Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor. So unfortunately, I had also already logged off Zoom, so I was not present, did not witness what was going on. After being informed by the court what had happened, I discussed with my client, and she indicated to me that she was certainly not attempting to insult, Your Honor. And so,
because people shouldn't be insulted by people cursing at them?
I'm not sure if it was a misunderstanding, but regardless, my client is sincerely apologetic for any insults to the court. And so for that reason, in addition, my client has a young daughter who is in her primary care, who is at school right now. And
did she make arrangements for somebody to pick up her daughter?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, we understand the seriousness of this incident. I think Ms. Ford has learned a lot from this incident. We are asking, Your Honor, for something that does not involve jail time. If there is an ability to either pay a fine or do something else that Your Honor would impose, that is what we'd be requesting today. So that